Pardon me.
Nice.
Receiving your content. We are live! Apparently 5 people are watching us.
With the picture. Now it works for some strange reason. Okay, Lev, do the recap.
Recap today. Okay, last time, Midnight and Lupina were heading towards the main battle when they got a distress signal from another ship. They went off, and it turned out to be another... What was my ship called again?
ULE Midnight.
That one. And so, after sending some people aboard this wrecked ship that was barely surviving, they all died very quickly. And immediately Midnight was like, hell no, I'm going down there. Which I think Lupina very much agreed with. So she went aboard, she found Night, who was absolutely terrified. How she survived, I do not know. Midnight sent Night back, and a few survivors. After finding out it was actually a fifth, but a fifth version which was Morphus. And Midnight that day found out just how powerful Morphus can be. If he was ever to go fully crazily insane and evil, yeah, Midnight would not stand a chance. Well, she would now, because guess what? She's got an earring from the dead Lupina. From that universe. Oops.
Oh.
Turns out also that another friend turned up. I say friend very sarcastically. That was, what we now call, it used to be Evil Midnight, now is Barbara. And so it was Barbara and Evil Morphus. We might have to think of a name for Morphus, not exactly sure. And eventually, Midnight actually saved another Midnight, the good Midnight from their universe. Who
After
turned
their
out to be
night
Lupina.
got eaten.
Oh yeah, their Night got eaten by Morphus. Evil Morphus. Yeah. That night was extremely dumb. Anyway, so Midnight saves that Midnight, who we now call Snow, much to her displeasure, and quickly picked up Lupina off the ship, because it turns out Lupina even has a weak point. And that weak point was right in the middle of her forehead, between the eyebrows. So basically, Midnight got out of there, blew up the ship, had a wee chat with Snow, and went and snuggled up with Lupina, who was resting. And that was that. Did I miss anything?
You missed the cool parts where Evil Morphus basically only left one hind leg of a survivor that was helping you.
I was going to omit the graphics a bit, yes.
Or you found a survivor under a bed. Hear something whooshing behind you, then something whooshing past you. And the thing whooshing past you, as soon as you look back to the survivor, only the lower half of their body was left.
Yeah, Midnight's gonna have a talk with Morphus.
I wonder why.
Uh,
Anyhow, guys.
we have some newbies!
We have some new players here. We have Fenris, whose character's name is...
Darius, or the Angel of Fate, depending on who he's talking to.
And Silver Ring, whose character is...
Silver Ring.
Silver Ring. If I remember
That makes that
correctly,
easy.
a Pegasus, right?
No, a unicorn.
Unicorn, right. The first pony in the group. I'll actually have to pull up your character sheet for a moment to actually see your stats.
And just to explain what my character looks like, he's probably a 7-foot tall angel. So, large white wings, human complexion, wears golden armor. Pretty cliche angel. Quite warrior looking.
Oh, I could so rip that cliche apart, but I won't.
Anyhow, we have Silver Ring, who is a unicorn warrior. That will be very interesting. So...
Oh yeah, I'm going to have to get into the dice roll part, aren't I?
Yes. Now, guys, let's begin. Let me set the scene for you. By the way, Silver Ring, as a new member of this group, I guess to get you into the story, the best way would be to have you be a soldier on Midnight's ship, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure.
All right. And with Fenris, with Garius, I already talked about his entrance.
Yep.
So, the scene is this. Midnight and Lupina are still snuggled up in the med bay of the ULE Midnight when a sudden jolt rocks the ship and Midnight rolls off the bed.
Ah! Okay. Looks around frantically. What's going on?
You see that the light is dimmed and that red emergency lighting is lit up along the sides of the room. Lupina, by the way, also gets up groggily, yawning.
Midnight growls under her breath. A little. Damn it! I thought someone would wake us before we got to the battle.
I suppose that did not happen.
Wait, where's Snow?
Lupina sniffs the air and disappears in a flash of light.
Sniffs the air too.
You catch a faint whiff of Snow's scent.
Frowns. Alright, I'm going to the bridge. Teleports to the bridge. Crap, I'm gonna have to roll now, aren't I?
The bridge is 3 decks above you. Which means... Wait a second, where do I have you? Oh wait, I don't actually have your thing in here. Huh, crap. But I should have it on my drive. You have your thingy, your character sheet, right?
I should do, yes.
Please send it to me.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to put it there. Whoops.
I imagine you have mine.
I have yours. But the thing is, I don't have hers because I helped her build it and then she forgot to send it to me and I reset my computer recently.
No, I definitely did send it to you.
There it is, I have it.
Okay.
Let me just put it in here real quick so I can open it. Character sheet, Midnight Wheat. So you have a medical ability of 8. For every 100
new to it.
For every 100 feet you have to roll a 2. This thing is let's just say you need a score of 18
Seriously?
to successfully get there.
That did not work. Okay. Oh, that's why. I know why. Damn it!
You roll 12. You have an ability score of 8. Means 20. You appear on the bridge right next to Lupina.
Okay, looks around.
The wolves on the consoles in front of you are working frantically. In the command chair, you see Snow. Lupina's hackles are raised. She's not happy. And outside of the big glass dome that basically is your bridge, you see hundreds of ships and even more debris.
Midnight growls, storms right over to Snow, and pushes her out of the chair.
Okay, so you basically want to push yourself away.
Yeah.
For which I would ask you to make a brawl check.
Oh, great. I'm not a brawler.
Your result is 3. Your attack is 5. And I roll for her. Yeah, you push her out of the chair, you two roll a little bit, and you land on top of her.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
What does it look like?
You should have woken us.
You were sleeping so peacefully while this ship was going into battle.
Hey, I didn't see you arguing when you were snuggling up to Lupina.
I am actually Lupina's daughter.
I am Lupina's daughter.
Not biologically.
I don't care. You do not take over my ship. I don't mind you helping. I don't even mind you telling me what is the best strategy, but you do not take over my ship!
Lupina steps up next to the two of you, shaking her head and waving her paw.
Gets off.
No, wait.
Oh. You're rolling for her.
I have rolled for her because she was attempting to teleport Snow away. And I think that result is quite obvious.
Yeah.
So Snow, before she disappears, has a slightly hurt expression, but then disappears in a flash of light.
Gets up, giving Lupina a look of sort of thank you.
She just nods and gestures with her paw towards the giant radar in the middle of the aisle.
Midnight barks. Status report. What's going on?
The second wolf on the first row turns around to you and says, "Ma'am, we have arrived about 5 minutes ago. I think the status is pretty bleak. Yuli Mist and Yuli Paradise have been disabled. Both ships are currently being boarded. Yuli Gem, contact lost, but the ship still seems to be at least partially operational. So far, we have lost 40% of our fleet. Allied forces coming through the gates are being surrounded as they come through."
Damn it, how are they so coordinated?
He presses a few buttons and shows you a map of the area that basically shows you that the 3 gates of the Council of Light are directly between the 4 gates of the forces of the 5th.
Well,
Which
that
means
was dumb.
as soon as they come out, they are immediately being surrounded.
You'd think a Council of Light that's been fighting for so long would be good at fighting them and not making dumb mistakes.
Personally, ma'am, I think that the 5th may have the ability to move their portals.
Oh, perfect.
Something that our side seems to be unable to do.
Yeah. Gotcha. What was Snow barking before I walked in here?
He kind of looks at you, not understanding what you mean.
The other me.
He still doesn't know what you mean.
Ugh, never mind. Looks at Lupina. What type of weapons do we have on here?
We have, she starts to say, and immediately the ship is once again shaken by an impact which actually knocks you off your feet.
Great. First things first, we need to scatter them.
As I was about to say, Midnight, this ship is equipped with several high-powered laser cannons. In addition to that, we have 100 Pixie's needles on board and 10 Pixie's spears.
You do realize those one alone can destroy an entire universe of the... right?
You are exaggerating, of course. 1 solar system per needle, 1 galaxy per spear.
Okay. Damn it, I've got previous knowledge, I know what to do, but I don't know how to introduce it into the RP. Damn it.
And again, your ship is hit.
Damn it. Love, I'm actually serious. I don't know. This is the problem as well as having previous knowledge. I'm stuck and I know what to do. It's annoying. Or at least idea what to do.
Actually, for everyone listening, I didn't tell her everything. I just gave her a possibility of what was to happen.
Okay, then. That's even more annoying. Evasive action? I don't know.
And you see how the ship is actually starting to turn through the big, giant glass dome that is your bridge.
Looks at Lupina slightly, but then looks at the radar, trying to see if trying to figure out what we did at next best course of action.
You have one allied ship near you, which is Garius's ship.
Okay, so we've come out of warp then.
Mm-hmm. Then we have... By the way, Garius, your ship is being chased by 2 capital ships.
What grade? Cruiser, battleship, carrier?
Destroyer. One destroyer,
Okay, then I'll launch.
One destroyer, 1 battleship.
Okay then. Crap. Okay. Not good against larger ships. I will deploy all 6 of my frigates inside my ship outside, and we will disperse so they can't chase all 7 of us at once. The main ship will head towards ULE midnight. The other 6 will scatter in different directions and attempt to go around and flank the vessels, hoping that they'll chase the bigger mothership.
And this action, midnight, you actually see on the radar. So, actually, behind Garius' ship, you see 2 pretty big ships. One slightly smaller than yours. One approximately the same size. Further beyond that, you see 5 relatively small ships, all enemies. Frigates, actually. And beyond that is the ULE Mist, which is currently drifting in space, sending an automated distress call. And you see that 10 enemy vessels are docked on Morphos's ship. Almost in the middle of the enemy formation is the ULE Paradise. Also disabled. Also with 10 ships docked on it. And around that ship, the ULE Gem is circling, doing pot shots at the ships that are docked on the ULE Paradise. So now I would ask all players to roll 1d20 to determine your turn order. Okay, let me just write this down. Have you rolled Fenris? Yes, there he is. Fenris rolled a 1.
I crit failed.
You crit failed. So the highest is
Me.
midnight.
Well, pony feathers.
Then we have Silver Ring. Then we have Rosalia. And then we have Garius. And I will roll 2 because my character is actually present too.
Ooh. That's true.
Just he crit as well.
Yeah.
Just a warning, multiple members of my family will be going to sleep at some point in the next hour or so. So if I suddenly disappear and I don't return to the chat in a few minutes from that point, then assume my internet has been cut.
Then we will just have your ship dock with the ULE Midnight.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. So, it's Midnight's turn first.
Question. If I fire a pixie whatever at the portals and they close or get destroyed, can they just open a new one?
Not right now, no. Opening a portal for them to send one big enough to send a fleet through requires a bit of preparation.
Okay. Orders. Wait. Which one's? What's likely to happen if I fire that?
Okay, just to give you a little bit of spatial orientation.
Yeah, that won't help, but yeah.
The portals of the Council of Light are 20 kilometers in diameter and spaced from each other in 4 kilometers. Okay? Around them...
That won't help me. I
Believe
just
me.
need to know,
Believe me, it will help you in a moment. But if you don't want to, okay. What did you want to know?
I just want to know, will it explode other ships in our area? Will it close the other portals?
It will close portals, every portal that is hit, in a 100-kilometer radius.
That means nothing to me, love. I can't... My spatial orientation is
Which
awful.
is why I wanted to give you a bit of spatial orientation. So depending...
Means you could potentially close all the portals, or at the very least most ally and enemy.
Yeah, and very likely hit allied ships as well. And that's only Pixie's Needle.
I guess that. The thing is, there's no point in destroying the ships here unless we can stop them coming through.
As I said, they cannot open other portals in the near future. It is something that needs preparation.
Yeah, but if they've already got 2 open, and they keep sending more through, eventually we'll all die. This is why I didn't want to go first.
I wish I hadn't crit failed, but that seems to be my luck with dice. The highest I could roll is a 13.
Just I'm trying to
no, I'm just gonna say, when it comes to initiative, you don't crit or crit fail. It's just that you roll the lowest one. So it's not dangerous being the last one. Except you're last.
I know, it's just I'm trying to think of things and I'm failing and then I freeze and then I can't think anymore. So
Ask
I don't
Lupina?
want
Ask Lupina for advice.
I can't keep
At least
turning
you're
to her.
staying in
now.
character.
She's be so disappointed in me. Guess that's my best option. Looks at Lupina. Okay, the only plan in my head that's coming is to close those portals first. Help. I know, I'm terrible.
Also, Nightfall, you will have to roll for initiative. Because Nightfall just joined us.
I see that.
Okay. So, please roll for initiative so I can add you to the turn order. And, okay. You ask Lupina for advice.
Yes.
Lupina looks at you. And then back at the radar. My advice would be this. This vessel is being chased by 2 ships that are stronger than it, but no match for us. It is clearly an allied vessel. Fire support would be, I think, highly appreciated.
Good point.
Very
Sorry,
much
trying to think big picture. Alright, fires at those 2 vessels.
Which one? The smaller or the bigger one?
Bigger one?
Smaller.
Smaller, fine, smaller one.
Okay, Nightfall, please roll for initiative still. And, okay. You fire your cannons at that ship. And your shots basically go right through it.
Yay!
Detonating it instantly.
Wait, I didn't need to roll for that?
No.
Oh, yay!
I have not yet implemented a space battle thing, so
Yay! Noted. Very much noted.
And with that, your turn is over.
Okay.
Silver Ring, our unicorn warrior, is located in the mess hall with several Lupine Arcane soldiers and 3 Earthpony soldiers.
Silvering looks pretty bored around.
You basically see a few soldiers who are literally as bored as you. And just wait for the action to finally start. While an equally bored-looking wolf behind the counter of the mess hall shovels something that looks like hay fries onto your plate, but kind of smells like meat.
Whatever pays the bills.
What?
Okay. Also, this is something that I have not written down yet, but I'll tell all of you right now. You have 2 actions and 1 attack per turn that you can do. Otherwise, things will go too crazy.
Okay.
So, what is your next action, Silver Ring?
Thinking what happens next.
Okay, I guess you want to end your turn with that?
Yes.
Okay. Then it is actually, because he rolled a 9, Nightfall's turn. Nightfall is in the engine room of the ULE Midnight. Wondering how the hell he got there, waking up right next to the engine core.
I inspect the engine core to see if it can be at all improved in a small period of, in a small amount of time.
1 second, have to pull up your character sheet. Because for this, my friend, you will have to do where is it? A perception check. You need a total score of 15.
All right, then.
I think that is more than enough. Your keen engineer eyes see that right now the engine core is running at peak efficiency, and improving its output would require you to take the whole thing apart.
Understandable.
Well, basically it's a brand new ship.
Fair enough. All right.
So
Attempt to contact the bridge.
you see a panel on the wall with a speaker and a big red button that says communication.
Why is it red?
Concern?
And since you want to contact the bridge, you press it. And you have midnight on the other end of the line.
Is this the bridge?
Nightfall! What the hell are you doing on board?
I'm asking myself the same question, Midnight. I have no idea how I got here.
Doesn't matter. Look, we're in the battle, we're in a war. Get your butt up here, or do what you can to make sure that we all get out of here alive. Got that?
Yes, Commander.
That was actually very good commanding, love.
Yeah!
So, you had your 2 actions. And I don't think you want to attack anything in the engine room, do you?
You know what? Maybe there's a red barrel in the corner that's giving me
No,
the shifty eyes.
no.
Yeah, it's been teasing you this whole week.
That barrel's the reason I'm here.
Okay. So now it is Rosalia's turn.
Oh boy.
Rosalia is on board her own ship, the ULE Yggdrasil.
Wait, did you choose that name?
She chose it.
Where the hell did that name come from?
Yggdrasil, the world tree from Northern mythology.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Carry on.
And you are currently basically doing the final inspection of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
On your way to the bridge. So far, all systems seem to be working at peak efficiency.
Good, very good.
Except a minor fluctuation in the artificial gravity in one of the cargo holds, where sometimes
Of course.
people weigh only half of what they actually weigh.
Yeah, it'll be good for the big wolf.
Excuse you? I know I'm bigger than you, Mama, but come on. Be nice.
No, not you. The different big wolf.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Information for all you guys out there. Rosalia has now grown physically bigger than her mother.
Mm-hmm. She certainly has. So, what do you want to do, Rosalia?
If the main, what's it called? If the main engineer, no, yeah,
Engine?
yeah, engine responsible person isn't already next to me, I would get the closest person to me to go and get him or her.
Your lead engineer, head engineer, is actually right next to you with a clipboard and a checklist. It is a green unicorn mare with a wrench as a cutie mark.
Rashoil, please take 3 of your highest capable people and get to that right away. I'm getting pretty annoyed with what's gonna happen again and again and again. Every small detail can count when we are in battle.
You mean the artificial gravity, ma'am, I assume?
Of course.
And she ticks something off on her checklist and then tips a few buttons on her little computer that she has on her leg. Anything else, ma'am?
Other than that, give me an update every few hours about everything on the ship. We need it to stay as high top notch as possible. Thank
Is
you.
she in the battle?
No, she's actually still in space dock.
Okay.
I'm getting ready.
I was getting confused there. I was like, this is far too casual here.
She's still in space dock.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. I will have an updated report sent to you every 3 hours.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And then she turns around and trots off towards the engine room.
It's lovely to have capable people around you.
Hey!
Vadå? That wasn't Yeah, you are. I didn't mean that you wasn't.
Anything else you wish to do?
I think I actually will go directly to the command room and look for any updates, messages from Lupina or Midnight.
Mm-hmm. As you enter the command center, you see 2 rows of consoles arranged in a half circle around one central command chair, which is your place. And as you ask for updates, a young Pegasus mare turns around to you and says, "Well, ma'am, according to the reports we got through the relay, the battle isn't going too well. 40% of the fleet has been destroyed, and our allied forces are, well, they don't really stand a chance right now. The ULE Mist and ULE Paradise have been disabled and are being taken over. The ULE Midnight has just arrived at the battle."
Any signs of require assistance?
The Pegasus just raises an eyebrow at you. "Ma'am, right now we are losing the battle."
Yeah, true. Head out for emergency takeoff.
What was that?
Get ready for quickly taking off, like emergency takeoff when you know you have to be a place very, very quickly because people in danger.
Emergency launch.
Yeah, emergency launch. That's the right word. I need to pick up my book.
An Earth Pony stallion that's sitting slightly to the right of that Pegasus mare just presses 2 buttons on his console, and you suddenly hear metal screaming from outside as it's torn apart, and your ship shooting forward.
I have a feeling someone's gonna fall over.
I'm in the chair. I'm safe.
And past the window of your bridge, you see 2 of the docking struts that were securing you to the dock flying past because they have been ripped off by your emergency launch.
In my head, I'm thinking, oops.
Okay, then. Garius, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm currently looking at my readouts. Which ship was destroyed, which one's still chasing, and where are my frigates?
You're still...
Have they circled the enemy and are now behind them? Or are they still going?
You have how many frigates?
I have 6 in total. As I'm aware, none have been shot yet.
You have 6 in total. Out of that 6, 2 are currently drifting. They were caught up in the explosion of the destroyer.
Okay, so the battleship is still intact.
The battleship is still intact. 3 of your frigates are currently engaged with 2 enemy frigates that have intercepted them. And the last one has actually made it behind the battleship.
Okay.
And it is rapidly closing on you.
So the battleship is closing on the mothership, command ship. Okay, the command ship is turning its torpedo pods, which are at the top of the ship, to fire full ordnance, all roughly about 100 torpedoes are going to fire backwards towards the enemy ship. Then I'm going to do a rapid turn and fire an EMP shell at it, opening up all my flak turrets, and I'm just going to try and create a wall of flak at the ship. And my frigate that's behind the ship is going to use its twin light rail cannons on the engine.
First, your twin rail cannon manages to disable one of 3 engines of the battleship, slowing it down. Your torpedoes, you said 100?
Yeah, there's 50 per pod. Each pod contains 50, and there's 2 of them on the ship.
25
They're not
of
very
them.
powerful, but
25 of them get intercepted by anti-meteor, anti-asteroid lasers, while the rest impacts on the hull of the battleship. This, well, not destroying, but creating several hull breaches along the lower left side of the ship.
okay.
And
Open
finally,
nuclear missile hatch and try and make a bigger hole.
and
Just where I left
finally,
the last one.
and finally, your EMP shell hits it right in the front and detonates. As it does so, the ship goes dark, like every light on the ship goes out.
Okay, so my nuclear missile to wherever that hole is should finish it off, or at the very least should cripple it to some extent.
Your nuclear shell rips a huge chunk out of its left side. But it's still not detonating.
Okay. Well, I imagine
I'll
it's
count-
at the very
and-
least down for a bit.
And by the way, I'll count this all as one attack.
Because it was a coordinated assault, essentially.
Basically.
The second thing I'll try to do is... okay, I'm going to fire a missile at one
You
of
are
the
out of
frigates trying
you are
to...
you are out of attacks for this turn.
Okay, then.
You have 2
I'm going
actions
to-
left.
Okay, my mothership is going to head towards the ULE midnight. And I'm going to try and get my 3 frigates that are engaged with their 2 to fire off once and disengage, relying on their shields to hopefully survive for a bit.
2 of your frigates disengage. The third cannot because its engines are crippled.
Damn it.
But the one that had actually made its way behind the battleship is now following you towards the ULE midnight.
Okay, I'm checking my scanners. Of all of the ones of my frigates that have been disabled, are there any survivors? Are the crews still alive, or have they been completely terminated?
No, the 2 that were caught in the blast of the destroyer, only the mechanical and electrical systems have been disabled. Basically, main power and auxiliary power are down. Life support is running off of battery power, like not even auxiliary generators. But your crew is still alive.
Ah.
Bit banged up, but alive.
Okay, good. Because those crews inside the ships are worth more than the ships themselves. I can handle losing a ship, but losing their crews are a devastating loss.
That is pretty much true. Because rebuilding a ship isn't as hard as training a good pilot or gunner.
It's more, this is the top 1% of elite troops in his universe. So they are prodigies that are virtually irreplaceable. Every one of them has been, vast amounts of wealth have been into equipping these guys and training these guys. So they need to be kept around for as long as possible, because a lot has been poured into them.
Script's turn!
Yep, now it's my turn. And I am standing on the bridge of the ULE gem, or crystal. And around me, the bridge is filled with the acrid smoke of burning electronics. And I will use my attack for this turn to keep firing on the ships that are trying to take over the ULE mist, while ordering one of my technicians to get those damn communication relays back online. And then slump in my command chair, rubbing my temples with my hoofs.
My poor baby.
Because right now the enemy is basically ignoring my ship and concentrating all their efforts on Elysium.
No, pony feathers.
They have a good reason for that.
Very good reason.
Yes. Guys, I'll be right back. And after that, it is once again Midnight's turn.
Dun, dun, dun. What will happen? We will see.
Venrus, you seem good. Tell me what to do.
No metagaming.
I'd recommend firing low AoE shells at the battleship so that you don't endanger any more of my vessels. I recommend trying to retrieve my broken or shut down frigates so that they're no longer out in the open and sitting ducks, and trying to get what's left of my combat capable navy to pull up defensive maneuvers, which I'll allow my troops to do during your turn. So simply gather up what you can, protect what you can, and then go and help someone. That's it. That would be my advice.
All right.
This is...
I kind of want to call Discord and be like, Discord, help!
Just get there.
But that's not one of my
Admittedly.
abilities.
No, that's one of mine.
What?
Admittedly, I wish your ship had shot the battleship instead of the destroyer, but hey-ho.
I mean, if it helps, I'm as insane as Discord.
Not really. But thank you. Oh.
We love the lunar.
Her voice hit puberty. I like it. I do like it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fair enough. So guys, if you want to join us at any point, like, I am the main character, so I'm always there. But, if you want to join in, like these guys, all you have to do is fill out the character sheet and send it to Visual. It's relatively simple to fill out. I say when I had him help me, but yeah.
Well, you can also ask if you see me on Discord, I will also try to help as best as possible if I am available.
Same here.
Same
So, yeah.
Can I ask one simple thing?
Hmm?
Is this RP sci-fi or fantasy?
It is fantasy in the beginning, but we kind of pushed in some sci-fi.
Yeah, most of the stuff usually happens on Equus, not in space, but it's happening now in space. So sort of a mixture of both.
So I'm a warrior with a heavy armor in a space shuttle right now.
Yeah.
Alright, guys, I'm back. And now it is
Hello.
Midnight's turn.
Okay. What's the other ship that's chasing thingy?
It is a battleship, but he just disabled it.
Isn't there a mothership as well?
His is a mothership.
Gotcha. That's where I'm getting confused. So he's disabled it, so there's nothing now chasing him.
Exactly.
So that threat is neutralized?
For now.
For now.
What do we...
Impede, but not taken down.
Yeah, I'm not going to take any chances. Fires at that ship.
Your cannons move to align themselves with the nose of that ship. And as the emerald rays come from your cannons, they punch right through it.
Okay. I now have two actions. So there's two things just floating there, right? Two of his ships just floating there?
Mm-hmm.
See, now because you've done this whole thing, I'm hesitant to use magic. Because I'm like, I might fail and leave someone behind.
There are two frigates out there still engaging my forces. If you can incapacitate them.
She already used her attack. But she's still forgetting that she has fighters on board.
Oh, yeah. Can I send the fighters to help?
That would count as an action, yes.
Fighters, go help!
And your tactical officer turns to you. All of them, ma'am?
How many do I have?
217. 17.
No, I don't want to send all of them. Yet.
So how many do you send?
I don't know. How many would be required? How many's a good number? I don't know.
So
Fenris.
let's go help. When you said go help who and how?
Help you. Ugh,
Yeah, but you have to be more precise in your order.
damn it. Can the fighters help the drifting ones, yes?
If you send all of them, they can drag them to your hangar.
Or you can bomb the enemy frigates and then my ships can repair themselves and go in under their own steam.
Alright, send all of them, do what Fenris said. I don't know.
They don't actually hear Fenris, but your tactical officer relays your order. All fighter pilots immediately to battle stations. This is not a drill. Assist the two fleeing frigates from the Council of Light. The use of heavy weaponry is authorized.
Assist the frigates? I thought it was attacking. I can't remember. Never mind, go, do whatever.
I don't think you want to attack Fenris's frigates.
Fine by destroying the enemy.
It's two frigates of Fenris that are attacked by two frigates of the enemy.
There's what I was getting confused.
So, you have one action left. Unless you don't want to use it.
Sits in the chair and keeps watching the radar.
On the radar, you see that 3 capital ships, 3 battleships, have detached from the enemy formation and are heading towards you.
To the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And now it is Silver Ring's turn.
I'm kind of confused. Am I a fighter pilot or...
You are a fighter pilot if you want to be a fighter pilot. Because right now you are not used as a ground force, but you are basically backup fighter pilot. And since she's launching all of them...
I'm gonna do something really stupid right now, and I'm going to the bridge.
You're going to the bridge. Okay.
Because you noticed something stupid? What?
No, he's going to...
No, I said I'm going to do something stupid.
Oh, okay.
So, you arrive at the bridge. The lift doors opening and you see Lupina standing next to Midnight, having a careful eye on all the happenings around her. While Midnight is sitting in the command chair, frowning.
Do we notice him? I don't know.
Yes, you do notice him. You hear the lift doors open.
Okay. Midnight looks over and frowns. What the hell are you doing here?
Captain, with all respect, I'm bored. Can I, fight something or anything?
You're a fighter pilot, aren't you? Get out there!
No need to scream, I'm right here. I'm just being realistic right now.
No need to be rude and just do your orders.
Lupina...
I can only repeat myself. With all respect, you started the screaming. I was asking nicely.
Lupina interjects. Looking at Silver Ring. Soldier, you might have not heard your orders right now, but all fighter pilots are to report to their respective stations. Launch and take out those frigates. Kill all you want.
Rule number 1, never say this to an insane person.
Except our allies, that is.
You just
I was
saved it.
about to say.
Well, whatever. I'm going to the hangar.
And in the hangar, you see rows upon rows upon rows of identical fighters.
Can I just say in Midnight's defense, she's stressed.
And those fighters are spherical, with a window in the front and 2 Gatling lasers on each side. You basically have your free pick of the fighters, Silver Ring.
I'm going to the first one, which is the closest one, and inspect it near.
You inspect it closer?
Exactly.
Okay, that is your second action. And I'll need you to do a perception check. You need a score of 11. No, you need to write everything in lowercase, otherwise the bot won't recognize it.
Ooh.
Yeah, you pass. And you see no distinguishable features that would make this fighter look any different from any of the other fighters, except that the person building it, or the wolf building it, has scratched the number 13 under one of the cannons into the paint.
Does it count as an action, but to going inside and fly out?
I'll allow it and not count it as an action this time, because otherwise
Well,
you're just standing in the hangar. So you sit down, strap in, and fly out of the hangar, and are joined by 269 other fighters flying after you towards the 2 frigates that are in need of your help and attacked by 2 other frigates. You will, by the way, get there in the next turn.
Alright.
And now it's Nightfall's turn.
Book it up to the bridge.
Okay, so for the second time, Midnight and Lupina turn around because they hear the lift doors opening.
Hang on just one moment.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Do-do-do-do-do. Well, this is maybe as good a
Batman,
point as any. Batwolf. Definitely Batwolf.
I have so many wrong thoughts I would have just could have done in the bridge.
Sorry. Midnight's dressed. She kicks everyone out.
Whee!
No, that's the fact, because kill as much as you want.
So what?
Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back, Nightfall.
Midnight turns around and says, hey, you got any ideas?
What's the situation?
Bad.
I need
We're
more
losing.
than bad, Midnight.
We're losing.
Alright, where can I be most useful?
Honestly, no idea. What can you do?
Well, I mean, I'm an engineer. You got weapons that need upgrading, you got a section of the ship that's lost power. I can do a lot of stuff.
So not a fighter.
I'm a fighter too, but according to that, all your fighters have launched, so I'm probably going to be most useful as an engineer.
Gotcha.
Lupina looks at you. Say, Nightfall. You did pretty well in the arena in my kingdom back then. How confident are you in your fighting abilities?
A smile slowly creeps across his face. I'm pretty confident. What do you have in mind?
And she points at the radar. I could teleport you to the ULE mist. The ship is currently being boarded by 10 enemy vessels. The ship has lost power and its main propulsion system. It needs to get out of there. What they need is assistance in battle and a capable engineer.
Midnight smirks. Now that is a great idea.
Well then, that sounds like a job for me.
Just don't get killed.
I promise I won't, Midnight.
And Lupina, to teleport you over there, of course, has to do a check. Give me a second to pull up her character sheet.
What happens if she crit fails?
That would be
I will
hilarious.
die immediately.
You end up in space without a helmet.
Yeah, basically I'll die immediately.
You don't die immediately. It takes a few minutes before you die, so we technically have time to teleport you back in, but you will be damaged.
Well,
For
no, I'm
that-
pretty sure he just freezes to death in a minute.
Yeah.
For this kind of distance, Lupina will need a 12 to teleport you.
I'm gritting my teeth.
A total score of 12.
Oh, nice.
Oh god.
Well,
Nice.
That
guess I'll
makes-
start working on the next character then.
No, wait. You're not dying. Because instead of appearing on the ULE Paradise,
No, missed.
missed. Yeah, right, missed. That one is also being boarded. You appear on the ULE Paradise,
Oh boy.
which is also being boarded
Well, boy, howdy, isn't that convenient?
and also has its propulsion system deactivated.
Wait, are basically all of the three members of the 5 that came here basically just sitting there?
Let's just say Elysium can't do much. She has to defend her ship, as is Morphus, and Script is actually trying to help us, but his ship is severely damaged.
And getting ignored.
And you're basically getting ignored. Because right now, all they want is to get their hands on Elysium.
No touchy empty.
So the scene you see before you, Nightfall, is you have landed in a corridor near to the cargo bay. And you see loads of dead ponies in front of you. The corridor basically being splattered with their organs.
Oh, fun.
Oh boy.
And the only lighting is one small emergency light in a corner of the corridor.
I'm guessing it's bathing the scene in a blood red light.
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Oh no, Dead Space. I don't know what happens next.
No?
I mean, it could be a necromorph. We never know. Well,
could
VP
be the Red
obviously
Room.
knows, but I'm now slightly more concerned for my health and safety.
No. It's Rudolph.
Prefer the hard vacuum of space or this?
I'll take this over immediate death, but not by much.
At least right now you have a fighting chance.
Quote unquote fighting.
Oh, there'll be plenty of fighting, I'm sure. Look around for any sort of electronic or wall-mounted panel to interface with.
There is a wall-mounted panel to your left that still has power. Guys?
Yep.
My display driver seems to crash right now. I have no idea what's going on.
Oh, that's fun.
Basically, all my windows have just turned black.
We're still live.
Yes.
You're still moving the
Still
mouse,
alive.
I think.
Maybe
Your monitors have gone to sleep? Mine does that too.
No, I have the action window open, and that is the only one that is not black, and the turn order. But all of my... no, Chrome apparently crashed. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, you have this one wall-mounted console, which shows a schematic of the ship. and most of the sections are either yellow or black, meaning that there is no power or it has been destroyed. Also, there's a little "you are here" marker, and you see that on that plan you are only 2 corridors away from the engine room.
Begin attempting to interface with the control panel.
It's your last action. And let me pull up. Okay. I cannot pull up your character sheet without Chrome. It's working again. Nice. Google Drive. No, there's Nightfall. I need you to do an intelligence check. And for that, you need a score of 18.
Oh.
I got that one close.
Okay, so you have a total score of 19.
Got that one close.
Very close. You could have triggered the self-destruct sequence.
Oh, that would have been, that certainly would have been a thing.
Actually, that might be a good thing.
Yeah, we
Hey,
just nuke the
Elysium
whole
is on
ship.
board.
Yeah.
Just nuke the whole ship.
No, but Elysium would just die, and she has a gem to get back into her own place, and then her... You've told me this before.
Yeah,
Fine.
but she would not be happy with Nightfall.
Yeah, but then Nightfall would be dead too, so she could torture him.
So you
I thought this was
interface
supposed to be
with
safe for Rose.
you interface with the computer, and until it will take until next turn until the files are decrypted for your use.
Fun.
Hey, what are you expecting? The computer is damaged.
Hey, I'm not saying anything. I just have to ask the question, is there anything other than corpses that I can attack?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm asking because if I can afford to waste my attack action on one of the corpses, I will do so. But if there's something more important and more pressing that I should attack, I will attack that.
I will not tell you if there is something, because you wasted your 2 actions already, and you didn't do a perception check for the hallway. So I can't tell you.
Well, you know what then? Punch one of the corpses. Just pick a random corpse and punch it.
Okay. It's your funeral.
I'm sorry, I just thought of like critical failing this and just punching the wall instead.
Okay.
I just punched through the wall.
I need you to do a brawl check.
Oh, I'm gonna fail this then.
If you fail it too much, you get stuck
You
in the
need
wall.
a 20.
I need to roll a 20 to punch
you
a
need
dead
a-
corpse.
You need a total score of 20.
What days do you think it is?
Nice knowing you.
Okay, total score 16.
You suck.
The corpse that you hit was a Lupine Arcane corpse.
Oh boy.
And it, before your hoof reaches it, suddenly opens its maw and causes 2 damage to you by biting it.
So you're telling me that some of these gutted corpses are still alive? Okay, no, that totally makes sense.
You're on the ship of the ruler of the land of the dead. Expect undead somewhere.
Hey, I wasn't aware of the whole ruler of the dead thing. Like,
Should be.
Elysium.
Well, now you are.
Elysium is the queen of the dead.
the real question is, why did it bite me?
Because you
Because
attacked
it's-
it.
I just have to ask the question.
Huh?
No. It wanted a light night snack.
That basically means you are now down to 8 HP.
I can manage that. I've cut things much closer than that.
Okay.
I told you, get a meal at night.
I'm pretty sure it's the one going to die first, right?
Yeah, are you putting mages now?
Okay, it's Rosalia's turn. And her ship comes out of hyperspace. Slightly behind the ULE Midnight.
Telekinesis to midnight. Status report. What can I do? It's Rosalia.
Love?
Do I have to roll for doing that? No.
No, we shouldn't. Wait, Rose, when did you get here?
Now, tell me.
Go. Wait, do we know that Lupina failed at teleporting thingy?
Nope.
Okay. Go help Morphus.
Send my ship battle map of enemy ships, and I will send out my my branches.
What?
Her frigates.
Yes.
Okay, I was like,
My-
what the, your branches? Is her
Yeah.
ship is her? Oh, gotcha. I was
Yeah.
going to say her ship's a tree. Oh, wait a second.
I like to be a tree.
Yes, and now I am a tree.
Doesn't she have her own scanners?
Yes,
Basically.
but you have the most up-to-date battle intel.
Yeah.
Okay, sends it over, or orders it to be sent over.
Mm-hmm.
Do I receive it?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I want 8 of our 16 branches out ASAP. Attack enemy targets. Rest of the 8 branches get ready.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Why do I find this adorable?
And
Not
so,
really a commanding voice, but still adorable.
And so your ships start detaching from the main ship and fly towards the battle. Anything else you want to do, Rosalia?
Tries what's it called? Tries to contact Elysium. Elysium, where are you? We are here to help.
One sec. Elysium answers her communicator and tells you, "Well, lovely of you for you to be here, Rosalia, but I am kind of busy right now." And you hear
I'm here to help.
and you hear gunshots and screams from the background.
I'm here to help. Tell me what you need. Battleships are already on their way. If you need any more, they're getting ready.
The connection is cut.
Oop. Okay.
Not, by the way, this was your last action.
Yeah.
And I will
Last
tell you
action is
this.
poop.
I will tell you this. The connection was not cut on purpose.
No,
As a-
I figured
as-
out that much.
As the connection is cut, you just see a bit of static on the screen.
I should have said it was telepathically again, since it's one of the family members. But yeah, no matter. I know that to next time. Okay, good.
So, now it is Garius's turn.
checking the status report of all my vessels. I'm telling all my captains to report damages.
The 2 frigates that have been disabled are slowly getting auxiliary power back online and estimate that in about half an hour they will be able to limp back to the ship. The 2 that are being chased report medium damage to their outer hull.
There was one that got damaged while the 3 were trying to disengage.
Exactly,
Some
those
were
2.
Combat cape.
One of them had its main power grid damaged. So it is still able to fight, but not at 100%. And the one that was crippled during the battle with the 2 other frigates does not answer you. And the one that got behind the battleship reports all systems green.
The one with all systems green, I order to assist. The one that is not responding, the other 2 are to turn around and aim all of their flak weapons at the frigates currently chasing them. Get their engines away from the enemy ships. Do they see fighters inbound?
They do the fighters inbound.
Okay, with my main ship, I try and open communications with the ULE Midnight.
And you have Midnight on the other end.
Why is everyone talking to me?
You're
Okay.
the boss.
Apparently.
You're the big ally ship in the area, and you're currently sending fighters his way. He wants to know whether they're friendly or not, and what their intentions are. And also, since you're the biggest potentially allied ship in the area, you're the best person to get to know in the area.
Exactly.
Can't he be in charge?
Hey, my ship,
is got it.
my ship currently has its communication array disabled.
Which means
Okay.
you're also the best functional ship in the area. You're the only functional ship in the area.
Point.
Hey.
Hello?
Hey there. What do you need?
Why?
Bum bum bum.
Do better connection.
Yes, I think our ships need a better connection, but problem is we're in the middle of a battle, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay,
I've said-
most of my ships are coming in for docking. Any of my ships that are combat capable will take defensive positions around your ship. We'll provide you with flak support, but we're not capable of much more than that at the moment. We have
That's
no
fine.
fighters, but we can at least keep fighters off. I imagine your fighters are here to help.
That's correct, Amundo.
My name is Garius. This is the ISO command ship type. May I ask your name?
Midnight.
Pleasure to meet you, Midnight. I hope to get to know you more as we work together, but for now, we should get our heads in the game. If you need me, contact me. Garius
Agreed.
out. And he cuts communication for the time.
Yeah. Midnight just
Very-
looks at Lupin and like, why do I have a feeling he's gonna be way more helpful than I am right now?
Lupina just grins. Being saying something like, I think I like him.
Alright.
Then it is my turn again. And since my ship has taken loads of damage, and my main power grid is basically down to 10%, and communications are still not available, I do something stupid.
No.
What's that?
I order my helmsman to go on a collision course with the ULE Paradise.
Should we be concerned about that? I feel we should be concerned about that.
I feel like it's fine. I trust my hubby.
And while that is happening, while my engines are charging up to do that, I keep firing at basically everything that is not friendly. Which means it's Midnight's turn again.
Well, bugger. Okay, so is Gallius basically okay? Have I destroyed the other freighters?
I am
Frigates.
not sure.
Frigates.
I imagine your fighters are on their way, but I don't know if they've arrived yet. My frigates are currently opening flak weapons on the fighters, but they can't. Their light railguns require them to be facing the enemy. They're forward mounted, which means the ship needs to be facing them, not facing. So they need to do a full turn before they can fire. So flak weapons is all they've got at the moment.
And your fighters are currently passing Garius's frigates to engage the enemy.
Okay. So they can act on their own, right?
Yes, all of my frigates are individual ships.
No, I was asking Visual if basically I don't need to order them to fire, do I?
No, you don't have to.
But you could.
You basically gave them the order to assist Garius's frigates, so that is what they will do.
Okay.
Once they have destroyed the enemy frigates, they will do that until you order them to do something else.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go now, so I give command of my character and ships to you guys. So,
Basically, in your next turn, we'll simply have your ship dock on the ULE Midnight.
Excellent.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. What do I need to do now? Looks at the next possible people. Looks at lithium. Looks at what's going on with the lithium and the lithium ships and script ships, and say, "Wait, is Script doing what I think he's doing?"
Seeing on the radar screen, you see that the ULE crystal has stopped dead and has its engines powering up to full power, basically diverting every bit of power it has, even the power in the shields, into the engines.
Looks at Lupina. Is he doing what I think he's doing?
Lupina raises an eyebrow and chuckles slightly. I would have never thought that my dear brother would go for a maneuver like this.
But why? Looks at lithium ships. Why are they surrounding lithiums and not scripts? Wait.
She raises an eyebrow at you.
Because lithium is. If lithium goes, we won't be able to raise our armies from the dead.
She nods at you.
Oh, pony feathers. What does that move do? It just damages both ships, or blows both of them up.
Not quite. Right now, Script has no possibility of docking on Elysium's ship. But if he rams her, he creates an airtight access point for himself and his crew.
To jump on board.
Exactly.
Huh. Not a bad idea.
But very risky.
Agreed.
Both ships might be lost if he times it wrong.
Agreed. Okay. Midnight smirks though. What if we attack the ships that are docked there? Would that be a bad idea?
Love, there's still a row of ships between you and them.
Oh, fine.
And don't forget that 3 battleships are actually heading towards you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those. Midnight grimaces. Well, I can't help them now. Script succeeds. For now, we've got 3 big boys coming after us.
You're playing with the big boys now.
You watched that?
I watched the song.
Oh.
But I want to see the movie at one point.
Oh, we'll watch it together, love. It's pretty good. I like it.
It's scary though.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
So what do you do?
Fires at one of the ships coming towards us?
One of the battleships.
Hmm?
Your cannons align themselves with the ship. Discharge. However, due to the distance that is still between you and them, your shots fizzle away against their shields.
Oh, damn it. I thought they were closer.
Also, you get a message from your tactical officer telling you that, "Ma'am, our fighters have engaged the enemy." And from your communications officer.
I do miss the live stream. Sorry.
And your communications officer tells you that the ULE Mist is calling you.
On screen?
And you see Ivory Mist right close to the camera. "Hey, ma'am!"
Ivory Mist? What are you doing here?
He draws away from the camera and you see him firing a rifle at Pony Shadow Singh jumping at him. "What does it look like?"
Okay, why are you calling?
"I wanted to know what you are doing here."
What do you think?
He raises an eyebrow. Panic on your bridge and don't know what to do?"
Do you need assistance?
"Would be very much appreciated." Because, believe it or not, these things are harder to kill than you think. And the thing he just shot gets back up and tries to lunge at him.
Oof.
And he just
Nightfall
casually...
should be with you.
Who?
Nightfall.
Ah, the crazy one.
Not inaccurate.
Yeah, Lupina teleported him over. He should be with you.
He checks his little computer thingy on his paw. Well, according to this, he's not on board.
Midnight looks at Lupina.
She just grins sheepishly and shrugs. And then she says very quietly, "Well, maybe my aim was a slight, tiny little bit off."
You think? For all we know, you might have teleported him into a sun.
Oops.
At least he would have had it warm. For about a second.
That's what I call a warm welcome.
Rosalia!
I'm sorry, it was too tempting.
That was
I'm
good.
sorry, I would have made a sun-based joke here, but I really couldn't think of anything. I would have made some sort of fire-based pun, but I couldn't think of anything.
And you also see Morphus in his stallion form trot into the camera frame as he fights off 2 more Pony&Wolf shadow things with his bare hoofs, basically ripping them apart by partially turning into mist.
Midnight grimaces slightly. Ugh. Try not to do that on camera, please.
Oh, hey, Midnight. Sorry, but we're kind of busy. If you could send us backup or something to evacuate us from here, that would be very much appreciated because for some reason they are actually able to block our teleport ability.
You can't teleport out?
We already tried.
Huh. That means we can't teleport anyone there either. So...
Exactly.
So, ships... Whoa, wait a second! Oh wait, I don't know this. Crap!
So that's why the roll failed, because the dice actually know.
Good job justifying the failed roll on my part.
Good job.
I very much appreciate it.
As Midnight is thinking, the communications channel get cut. You see something on the communication screen for a split second, and then just static.
What do I see?
Something black.
Midnight's heart drops. Oh. Pony feathers, pony feathers, pony feathers. Okay, we need to get people on that ship now. Or get them out. Now. Please, love, don't tell me it's what I think it is.
I'm not telling you anything.
Please tell me it's not what I think it is.
It's not what you think it is?
You're saying that because I told you to say it. No, not the point.
Exactly.
It might be the thing that you think it is, but it could also not be the thing that you think it is.
Exactly.
Yeah, it could be ice cream.
Ice cream's not black, usually.
Have you
Excuse
ever
me?
been to Japan?
Licorice ice cream.
Charcoal ice cream.
Yeah.
That was,
Anyhow, guys.
Midnight
I'm very
looks-
sorry. But you are out of actions.
Oh.
So what, I just have a Wasn't my fault that thingy called.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
So you have
technically
one.
when
So you have one more action left.
Was talking to Lupina count as an action?
Yes.
Drat! I don't know how to get people over there if I can't teleport them and we don't have any more freighters or anything.
Your daughter just warped into the system right behind you, and she still has 16 frigates, not freighters, frigates.
Sorry!
Also
Calls
her
up
ship.
Rosalia.
Also her ship is very long and very fast.
I
Calls
not
up Rosalia. Calls up Rosalia!
And also
I'm right
it is a
behind you.
medical ship. It is a medical ship with only minimum armament of itself.
That's
Calls
why I
up
have all the
Rosalia.
branches. Hello?
Rosalia, I need you to help Miss Boy now.
Okay, what do you need?
People evacuation. They can't teleport in or out. So we need you to get your freighters to evacuate them.
Ready. Okay, thank you.
Just saying this right now as a GM here. If you send your frigates, not freighters, frigates.
You mean my branches?
Yeah, your branches.
Yeah.
They will not get through to the ULE mist.
That's why I'm not sending them alone.
I could give you a piece of advice. I don't know if I should.
Do it.
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
Disengage all of your branches. Send them to attack the enemy. And then use your ship's speed.
That was that I was gonna do.
Okay.
Sorry. But that basically she tells all of the branches to now detach. The ones who haven't already detach and attack and cover the main mothership so that they can get close and basically take all the people that needs to go and then whee! And since my branches are able to attach to ships, if the main ships ever leave them because of emergency, they can attach to other ships, like the USA Midnight or similar, so they can always get home again.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically tell everybody cover the what's the English word for the main stuffy of the tree?
The trunk.
Trunk.
Yeah, the trunk. Cover the trunk. We're going in. And
Okay, then.
sorry, that was messy.
So now your turn is over, love. As you watch the ULE Yggdrasil detach all of her frigates from the main ship and head towards the ULE Mist at top speed. And now it's Silver Ring's turn. You are now engaged with 2 enemy frigates while getting cover fire by 2 allied frigates.
Someone's gonna hate me for this.
Oh no.
I build up contact with Midnight.
You reach the bridge.
What's up?
Hey, yeah, Captain.
Yes.
Can I do something else? This is boring.
No, you cannot.
It's like a
Go
child.
and destroy the enemy.
I have a better idea. I go on board of one of their bigger ships and infiltrate it from the inside.
Midnight gives Lupina a look of,
Yeah.
really?
Lupina just shrugs.
Sure. Go on ahead. Get yourself killed.
What do I get if I'm alive after this?
A cupcake.
A pork chop.
Okay, deal.
Lupina
I cut the
face.
contact and go for the enemy hangar.
You go for what?
The enemy hangar from the bigger ships.
You go. Okay, wait. You ignore the frigates and now aim for one of their capital ships to land in one of the hangars.
Yes.
Alright. You do realize that you are only wearing a pilot's uniform and have a blaster. No, not even a blaster, a knife.
And
Basically, you're signing your death warrant here.
won't be the first time.
All right, then.
All
That's
right.
dedication I can get behind.
So, at first, the enemy cannons actually start shooting at you. But as they notice that you don't fire back and are actually on a landing approach, they just are like, what the hell? Open up their hangar doors and let you in.
I told you I'm gonna do it.
And you are greeted by 10 armed soldiers.
Just getting out of the ship counts as an action.
I'll say no. But
Okay,
basically, they are now.
I get out of the ship and raise my hands, hoofs.
They look at you. These are like.
What was my charisma level on again?
6.
Damn it.
However, in this case, I will tell you, you need a 6. No, wait. A 12 in persuasion.
Shit. Oh, please, for the love of God, let this work. This will be so funny. Yes!
Critical success.
Oh, nice!
How the hell?
This is gonna be beautiful.
The tentacle creatures actually lower their weapons and salute you with 4 of their tentacles each. One of them saying, "I'm very sorry, sir, that we didn't recognize you."
What did they say?
I'm very sorry that we didn't recognize you. And some word that I didn't catch.
Sir.
Ah, sir. Yeah, I speak fluid octopus.
You have one more action left.
Something or do we just awkwardly stand there?
Oh, come on!
They have their weapons put away and are now all saluting you.
Saluting back.
So
Take me to your leader.
I was actually earlier when he was saying that he was a spy, I was like, don't say take me to your leader.
But it's so classic.
I was thinking to say all your bases belong to us, but nah.
So what are you going to order them? Or tell them?
Bring me to the captain, but when we're in there, leave us alone.
The highest ranking of the octopus people bows and directs you towards an elevator.
I'm going to the elevator.
And this was your last action. Oh my fucking god.
Epic.
I had... Seriously, that was... You're really having me think on my toes here.
Hey, from German to German, you know what we do.
Yeah, I know. Okay, let me see. After that is Nightfall's turn. Nightfall, you have 1 moment to think about this because I need to get something new to drink.
Alright.
Silver, I just say that was beautiful.
I can't believe that critical success roll. That was perfect.
Yeah. Magical.
I'm not a unicorn for no reason.
Yeah, so you had some magic involved in this, and that's why the computer gave you a 20.
No, I just played a lot of Fallout.
Ah.
That's why I put everything on charisma. At least that's the highest stat.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Midnight, I'm ready for the cupcake, though.
See, people love cupcake.
Hey, she
I
offered it,
didn't
not
say a
me.
cupcake. I said a... What was it?
Chopstick.
A pork
A
chop.
pork chop.
Nah.
Cupcake pork chop?
A pork chop cupcake?
Yeah.
Both things on their own are good. Both of them combined, leave my house. You don't not let me in your house.
You apparently haven't eaten at the Yggdrasil ship.
What the hell, Trump?
I'm only eating what I'm understanding.
Well, here at Yggdrasil, we always manage to widen our horizons when it comes to food.
I'm very concerned now.
Why? Everything's safe.
Remind me to never eat on your ship, assuming I make it out of this alive.
Just tell you're vegan or something, I don't know.
Vegan works too. No worries. We have
Pretty
food
much
for
just
everyone.
salad the whole time.
Huh?
You pretty much eat salad the whole time.
Depends on what you're calling a salad.
Get it?
You're worrying me.
Why?
You don't know what I'm capable of, man.
You don't know what I'm capable of.
You don't know what I'm capable of.
I'm just
She scares me
successfully
more.
infiltrated the enemy ship.
Yeah, good
Oh.
job.
Everything you're doing is sitting around and being pissed.
I do my job.
At least I'm
Excuse me?
trying to get out there.
I am out
I
there.
am a commander. I am supposed to sit on the bridge and look over everything. That is my job.
But you don't need to yell at someone who's right in front of you.
She
I'm
didn't use that,
stressed. What do you think? I just ordered all fighters to get out there, and next thing I know, one comes up and says, "Yeah, I'm bored." Get out there!
No,
It's like,
no, hold on. I just did what you said. I got in the fighter and got out of it.
Anyway, potato.
yeah, exactly. Potato, tomato.
Exactly. Tomato, potato. So, this is a good time to tell everybody that you guys actually have a Teespring.
I can always trust you to do that.
Gotta plug that merch, you know?
Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff actually.
Yeah.
Like if you are very, very fond of the Lupina Arcana, we actually have, they actually have a flag you can order, or a cup, or maybe stickers. I have a lot of different stickers because I love having stickers everywhere. I even have one of them on my computer.
Do you sell flamethrowers?
That's next on the list.
Please tell me someone of you has what Spaceballs.
Huh?
Please don't tell me that nobody knows Spaceballs right now.
I don't like it, but I've heard of it, yeah.
I've also heard of it, but I've never watched it. It's one of those things that I intended to get around to and just still haven't gotten around to. Because that's how I live my life.
Well, anyway, the Teespring store link is in the description. Take a look. Sorry, what did you say, Silver?
I was born in the 20th century and I'm watching movies from the 80s.
Alright, I'm back. Nightfall's turn. You have been bitten by the undead corpse of a Lupina Arcane that is now again laying still. And the panel that you were trying to interface with flashes access granted.
Shakes off the pain of the bite as I inspect the terminal.
It shows you that the main power is down and that all weapon systems have been disabled and that intruder alarm has been triggered. Also that 75% of the crew are dead and the remaining crew are currently holed up in the engine room and the bridge.
Draws a sidearm as I quickly make my way to the engine room, doing my best to avoid disturbing the corpses. I've learned my lesson.
All right.
I have to ask the question, what would have happened if I had rolled like a critical success on that?
You would have just crushed the head of the corpse.
If I had rolled a critical failure, I feel like it would have just torn my arm off.
Your hoof, basically, yes.
Yeah, it would have just taken my entire arm off.
It's just like mine.
Okay, since you said you were doing your best to not disturb the corpses, I want you to roll a stealth check.
The one thing I didn't change. All right,
You
what
need a total of 12.
that possible, but unlikely, knowing my luck. Oh, okay, that's fine then.
You manage to get to the engine room, or at least to the corridor where the door to the engine room is, without disturbing any of the corpses. In front of the door stands a being that stands on 2 legs and whose skin is looking as if lava is flowing through it.
Oh, very fancy.
And it continuously bashes against the door with its fists.
Now I'm just trying to think of how I want to approach this.
Just saying, this beast is what killed all those people. So
It's just like, do I want to press my already broken luck by attacking it, or do I want to save until I have my next 2 actions? You know what? I'm gonna hold off on attacking it. I'm gonna wait till my next turn.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's actually pretty good for Nightfall. Usually,
Okay, look, I'm not a complete idiot all of the time. I sometimes make good decisions.
Okay, so it's Rosalia's
Very rarely.
turn. It's Rosalia's turn now.
Yay. So I guess I am docking. Or how far did I come?
You got half of the way.
Yeah.
And right now, as you are basically now surrounded by enemy ships, your ship is being pummeled left and right by enemy fire.
Next commander, put up all of our shields. Give command to all branches to cover us, but still don't be reckless.
Aye, aye, ma'am. And yeah, you have basically diverted all power to your shields.
Basically, yeah.
Which you suddenly notice that you feel a lot lighter.
Oh, cupcake. Well, everybody remember your zero gravity training. And basically just focus still onto the ship to dock and get people out in.
Yeah, basically that's all you can do right now.
Yeah, that's all I want to do too.
Apologize, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. It's my turn now anyway. Garius's ship is now docking with ULE Midnight. With Midnight's people giving support to the wounded on the ship, and...
You're docking with me?
Not me. Garius. Because Fenris had to leave.
Gotcha.
Garius's ship is docking with you.
Okay.
And your people are giving medical aid and helping them with repairs.
Okay.
And I, with my ship, now ram the ULE Paradise. And I hit. One level above the engine room.
Yay.
Creating an entrance for my troops and myself to go in. I myself go in, of course, as do most of my troops. I leave a skeleton crew on board my ship to secure the hull breach, so that no enemies get on board my ship.
Mm-hmm.
And then order my soldiers to spread out and secure a perimeter. Look for any survivors. I will make my way to the bridge.
Awesome.
And that's my turn.
And that means it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Looks at the radar.
Mm-hmm.
See if the ships are any closer and what would be the best next step. I do not know.
It shows that the three enemy ships, the three battleships, are now within firing range.
Hmm.
And they open fire upon you. While one of the three ships has broken off from the formation to chase the ULE Yggdrasil.
Fires on that ship.
That ship is slightly outside your weapons range,
Oh, okay.
but you do hit it, collapsing its aft shields.
Alright, I'm back.
Nightfall?
Hmm?
What you missed is that the ULE crystal just rammed the ULE Paradise. And my troops are now spreading out one level above the engine room.
Understandable.
So, my Midnight, what else do? You have two actions.
I have an idea, but it's kind of ridiculous. But everyone's been being ridiculous, so I'm very tempted to do it.
Just do it.
Okay. Uses my magic to summon a giant lasso outside the ship that I can control, and hooks, and basically lassos that ship that's going after my daughter.
Yay.
Okay.
That certainly is absurd.
Love,
Yes.
prepare for a skill check.
Okay.
What you have here is one, a magic check.
Mm-hmm.
If you can actually summon that lasso. I'll give you a 16.
Okay.
That's challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is pretty big.
Hey, she has a magic score of 8. So.
I basically what I'm imagining is the lasso of truth.
Mm-hmm. So you managed to summon the lasso. Now, since you want to throw it,
Oh no.
you need to do an accuracy check. with also the same number. 16.
Damn it!
Your lasso completely misses its mark. And instead wraps around one of your own fighters.
Okay.
Can it disappear immediately as I let go?
If you do another magic check.
Is it necessary to do another magic check when you're just canceling the one you already did?
Yes.
Okay.
But for this one, I'll just give you a 9. You make the lasso disappear, but the disgruntled pilot still gives you a piece of his mind over the radio.
Midnight looks at Lupina sheepishly.
Lupina just grins but face paws.
Well, that's my turn over.
That means it is now Silver Ring's turn. You are brought to a lavishly decorated chamber. And in the furthest back, on a throne-like chair, you might say, sits the biggest, ugliest, black and green tentacle monster you have ever seen. And it raises an eyebrow at you.
I'm the spy. I have news.
Why does that with a German accent sound right?
Love.
Midnight!
Sorry.
Mama.
Sorry.
Bad mama.
Sorry.
Okay, my dear Silver Ring. Once again, you have to do a persuasion check.
New.
Make the guards tell him that they believe him.
You still have to convince the big boss.
You need a 15.
Ooh.
So I at least need a 9.
Your persuasion is 4.
Damn it. And shit. Oh my god.
Holy
Stay strong.
shit. You are lucky.
You are such a lucky duck.
Oh,
Pretty
yes.
roll.
15.
15!
I made it almost impossible for him to succeed, and he succeeds.
That's how we do.
So the big tentacle thing looks at you and says, "What information do you have, spy?"
What information do you have, spy?
I'm not deaf, sorry, but I heard that.
Yeah, I was thinking for if anybody else has a problem understanding.
Are there guards in this room as well?
There are 2 standing right next to him on either side, brandishing
This is really
swords.
important. The guards need to leave for a moment.
He waves one of his tentacles and the guards leave the room.
So, what is the closest planet?
The closest planet?
Yeah.
You mean distance-wise?
Yeah.
About 300,000 kilometers? Not something you can teleport to.
No. How far is the moon away from us? I mean, from Earth.
The Aquus moon?
Yeah.
About 900,000?
So you could reach that with a rocket.
If you were willing to travel for some time, yes.
Okay, then I have a plan.
Oh my god.
No,
Concern.
no. I mean the plan. What I'm going to tell him.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, see, whatever his rank is. Yeah, the ponies kind of send rockets off, which are able to destroy the entire ship right now, and they're on their way.
And why do our sensors not pick anything up?
I don't know everything, but apparently this is some new technology nobody knows of except themselves.
He presses a button on his little throne thingy, contacting the bridge, and he starts saying something in a language you do not understand.
Can I interrupt him?
Yes, you can.
Oh no.
Shoot him?
Hmm?
Can I simply shoot him?
You have a knife.
Stab the octopus. Sushi.
He's gonna throw the knife.
What are you going to do?
Can I actually hurt him with a knife?
You could.
Can I kill him with this?
Yes.
Or is that a slime enemy which everything just go through?
No, you can. He's just a normal thing. With slimy tentacle squid.
At least you see your mistake yourself. Nothing.
Excuse
Before he
me.
can press the button, I throw the knife at him.
Okay, do an accuracy check.
God damn it. What is my stat there?
You need a 15. Your accuracy is 4. I think you're the only person who put stuff in dexterity. But go ahead.
Well, I know if I make it, I'm pretty much a hero, and if I fail, I'm dead.
Basically.
Well, was worth a shot.
I mean, hey, I'm pretty much the only one who has come this far. I'm scared of pressing enter.
Now
Go,
you know how I feel.
go, 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 go,
Oh,
go,
okay,
go,
I
go,
have my
go,
eyes
go.
closed.
And you had a space in there, so it didn't roll. Come on, dude.
You're doing that on purpose now.
Easy though.
If you do that again, I'll roll for you.
Yeah!
Oh, fuck.
Oh
Fuck me, Freddy.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Oh god.
Your knife
Wow.
flies through the air, and before the captain can actually press his communication system, it embeds itself right between his eyes, killing him instantly. And with his final heartbeats going off, an alarm triggers on the ship.
Oh, you asshole. Sorry.
Hey, that's my hubby you're talking about.
It's just banter. I doubt he
know.
means it. So, an alarm goes off on the ship.
Do I still have an action left?
You have one last action.
I'm searching if there is a self-destruct button on this in this room.
The big red one.
Okay. Do a perception check. No, wait. For this you need a investigation check.
I swear to God, if you put it on 20.
No, 13.
Please. God damn it.
Holy shit!
We have
Okay,
the secret
is he
super
hacking this?
agent.
You see a big red button with the words "Do not press" on the side of the dude's throne.
Didi, don't press that button. Press it.
Does it count as an action if I tell Midnight this?
Oh.
I'll say no because at this point
Awesome.
holy shit!
The power
Okay,
of
I
awesome.
contact Midnight on the radio.
So you contact Midnight on the radio. Go ahead.
Yes? Are you bored again?
Not really, no.
By the way, Midnight, you hear alarms blaring in the background.
What's going on? Where are you?
I'm not. I guess you can really teleport me back to you.
I could, but I'll need to know where you are first.
You
What is the
cannot.
ship called I'm on?
You cannot because it's not a place you have ever been to.
God
Damn
damn it.
Wait a second. Oh wait, no, Lupina would have been on the ship before. Never mind. Brain.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of on the big ship of them, and I kind of killed the boss.
Kinda
You
killed the
killed
boss.
the captain of one of their vessels.
Yeah, and the alarm is... Maybe he triggered an alarm, but I also triggered a self-destruction, so...
Midnight sort of looks at Lupina, looks at the screen, looks at Lupina, looks at the screen, and goes, "Why did you press the what?"
It's the easiest way to do this.
Look, I can't teleport you out. Lupina, can you?
She taps her chin for a moment and then is like, I might be able to teleport something to him, but teleporting him out might be tricky.
I'll interrupt her. Can't you two, like, combine your powers or something?
Wait, is the radio like you can see the person?
Mm-hmm.
No, only talk.
No, it's actually a video feed.
Oh.
So then you do see the location.
Mm-hmm.
You do see him.
Oh, so we can
Can be
teleport things to him, but not away. Okay, why don't I?
You teleport it to me.
Yeah.
What do I teleport to you?
There he is, and then you grab it
maybe
and teleport home.
yourself to him and then back.
Okay, do
Or
that.
that.
All right, it's your funeral.
You suggested it.
I know.
You should never listen to the DM's suggestions. That's a great way to get yourself killed.
Yeah.
So what happens next? Oh.
So Midnight tries to teleport to you. Love, I'm going to be super mean now.
No.
It's gonna come back to bite you later. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. You need a 20.
Can Lupina assist?
No.
God
I
damn it.
assist.
I'm being actually generous here and not putting any negative modifiers on this because it's a location you can only see. And you succeed
Yay!
Woohoo!
because your magic score is 8 and you rolled a 13.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what my score was.
Means you appear right next to Silver Ring.
Sup?
What type of pony is he again?
Unicorn.
Unicorn. Okay. Grabs him by the mane and
Hold up.
What?
I get loose of her and get my knife back.
Priorities.
Now we can go.
Okay. Teleports back. What do I
Roll
need for
again.
this?
I'll give you 18. Because it's a location you know.
Can I try too?
Damn it!
Can I try?
You don't know the teleport spell.
Oh man.
Only sorcerers can learn that, sorry. Okay. So, instead of teleporting back to the bridge of the ULE Midnight, you end up... Let's just say you end up about 2 meters over the ground. Both of you fall to the ground. And in front of you is a very flustered and blushing Luna.
Ooh.
You have teleported
Luna,
to
like Princess Luna, or...
Princess Luna. She's on the toilet.
Where?
In Canterlot.
How the hell did I manage to teleport all the way there?
You overshot your target.
Does anyone of you play the princess for now?
I do.
Okay.
Midnight?
Sorry. Overshot. Let me try that again. Maybe.
At least show the respect and look away.
Oh, please. She's changed my diapers.
Doesn't change the fact that it's the first time I'm seeing her.
Then you look away.
I am.
See you later, Lulu. Teleports again. Damn it!
You end up 5 meters above the ground.
If you put us in Celestia's bedroom, I swear to God.
No, you swear to Celestia.
Worse.
Exactly.
Worse.
Yeah, exactly.
And as you fall, both of you get wet.
Discord's bathtub.
No. Rainbow's bathtub. And she is currently taking a bath.
Oops.
Jumps out of the bath, shaking my fur. Sorry, Rainbow.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing here?
Calm down.
Hold on, Midnight.
What?
RD.
Hey?
Since I'm here, can I get an autograph?
She clonks you in the face with her hoof, leaving a hoof print in your face.
Midnight
Thank
grabs Midnight grabs his mane again.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
I
you.
wanted.
Finally!
Both of you, wet and Silver Ring, actually with a hoof print over his eye. Like around his eye. Appear on the bridge of the ULE Midnight, seeing one of their capital ships explode in the distance.
Midnight shakes her fur.
So, that was a very long turn for Silver Ring. And now it's Nightfall's turn.
Just saying, Midnight just says to Lupina, next time you're getting him.
Lupina just raises both eyebrows and looks quizzically at the hoof print in his face. But now it's
And you know
Nightfall's
he's
turn.
never gonna.
Go ahead, Rosalia, what were you about to say?
Just that now you know he's never gonna wash that side of his face ever again because he got the autograph. Rainbow Dash.
Exactly.
E.
Hey, at least I didn't have a, like, fanboy stuff where I just faint from it.
So, Nightfall, what is your action?
Well, firstly, I'm going to inspect the infernal creature in front of me.
Okay.
Preferably without disturbing it.
Oh god, that needs...
You know what? Never mind. Scratch that last part. I'm just going to try and inspect it, because I don't have the stealth skill in order... I don't have the required stealth skill to be able to not disturb it.
Okay, so what you need is scholarship.
Well, it sure is... Wait, hold on a second. Okay, good. I did put points into that. I couldn't remember if
A
it did or not.
19. Because of... I will explain. Because it's an interdimensional creature.
I'm now immediately rethinking this decision. Maybe
Okay.
I should just attack it. Actually, no, it seems like it would be best if I just inspect it, and even if I don't learn anything about it, I learn something. That doesn't even make any sense, but this seems like the less risky option. All right, we're gonna go with that. Okay. Well, I'll learn something at least.
So we have a total score of 11. And yeah, what you find out is it is big, it is furry, and its blood seems to be glowing.
I thought you said something about lava last.
It looks as if lava is running through its skin.
Is there any blood sample? I have to ask the question of, is there any blood samples around? Has it been damaged at all? Because if it is, I'm going to inspect the blood.
No.
I'm going to lick the blood. Let me lick the blood. That is all I want. I want to taste the blood. To find out if it is indeed a molten material.
Okay, I'll give you that. There's a little tiny speck of the glowing stuff on the bed. That is considered your second action, by the way.
Now he's getting a hole in his tongue.
So you want to lick it and investigate it? Do I see that correctly?
I'm gonna have to hold on a second. I might need to rethink this decision because no matter whether I get a critical success or a critical fail, this is not gonna be good for my health.
Exactly.
Either I'll be able to pull a Sherlock or rather a Doctor Who and determine what it is based on its blood, or I'm gonna lose my ability to speak for the rest of the game. And all things considered, I feel like anything that is not a successful roll is going to involve me losing my ability to speak.
Oh boy, he's gonna be a permanent resident on the Yggdrasil, I guess, if that happens.
See it as training for tongue piercing.
Who said Nightfall doesn't already have one?
But I don't.
So
Okay. So I'm going to backtrack on the previous assertion that I'm going to lick... Well, I am going to lick the blood, but at a future time.
okay.
Alright.
Do you have any weapons or anything even on you?
I mean, I have my sidearm and probably, like, a knife.
You have a blaster and a knife.
I'm not stupid enough to attack this thing. If the DM says it slaughtered everyone, I can't imagine that I'll fare much better. Especially not looking at my stats.
Just saying, you also hear hoof faults from the deck above.
Of course, I know that it's your team, but Nightfall doesn't.
And you have previously felt a very big impact on the ship. Hearing screaming metal and everything.
Oh.
And this other being's just still banging at the door?
Yes, mindlessly banging at the door.
Does the engine room have multiple entrances, or is it just this one entrance?
Just this one.
Okay, so... the question is, do I attack it and risk getting my ass handed to me? Or do I try to find some esoteric way around, like going through the vents or something, and risk, losing a limb to the fans or something?
I gave you a little bit of a hint here right now. I told you it is mindlessly banging at the door. And it totally ignored another ship impacting with that ship that it's on. So there are several options for you here.
There are several options. I'm just too stupid to see all of them. Alright, so I think I'm going to backtrack and attempt to intercept whatever I heard above me.
Okay, so do an investigation check.
Alright, let's hope that this...
You need a 16.
Let's hope this will go better than it did the last several rolls. That's actually good.
You actually succeed in your investigation. And by climbing a ladder in one of the service ducts, you get to the deck above and meet up with a team of Lupine Arcane soldiers who immediately recognize you as an ally. And they ask you if you need medical attention.
No, I'm fine.
One of them points at your hoof, and the blood that is coming out of it having turned a slightly greenish color.
Ooh.
Proceeds to glance at it. Okay. Maybe I do need medical attention, actually.
Please come this way, sir. A young wolf comes up to you and basically starts escorting you to the hull breach.
Follows with them.
And there a team of other wolves takes you over and basically brings you over to the med bay.
Understandable.
Where the doctor informs you,
Son! Have you been stupid enough to mess with Elysium's undead critters?
Yes, I have. I attempted to punch one in the face for some reason.
he face hoofs and says,
Well, I have good and bad news for you. Which one do you want first?
I mean, I'm gonna presume that I'm probably infected with some sort of awful undead pathogen that will proceed to turn me into some mindless, flesh-craving abomination within the next 72 hours, so... Good news, I guess?
You have read too many zombie books. Seriously. All propaganda. No, actually, the good news is, I can help you. The bad news is, I'll have to take your hoof off.
Well, that is really unfortunate.
But I will replace it.
You care to tell me what exactly this is, Doc?
Well, you see these little green tentacle thingies that are forming out of your now transformed blood?
Yeah.
They will eventually grow all over your leg and then proceed to strangle you.
That seems like an incredibly inefficient way to kill someone.
Inefficient, but...
Inefficient?
But it guarantees death because most ponies aren't willing to cut off their own hoof.
Nightfall just gives him a dead stare. I've done more for less.
Good on you, I guess.
Can I say something?
and before you can say anything else, he whips out a machete and cuts off your hoof.
Okay, then.
That's one mean Wolfacure.
And before you can start screaming, he replaces it with a cybernetic replacement.
Ooh.
I see a very specific path that Nightfall's already trending towards, and I'm not sure whether to be very ecstatic or very concerned.
Due to your now cybernetic hoof, you can modify your stats.
Ooh.
I can just modify them on the fly?
No, you get a bonus due to it.
Oh, nice.
You get a bonus of 2 to lockpicking.
Yes, enable editing.
Am I the only one who thinks that's unfair?
Hey, you haven't received your reward for your thing yet.
All I'm
Yeah,
saying
okay.
is that this is setting a very dangerous precedent for Nightfall. This will trend downward very fast. I promise you. Given the ability to modify myself like this, oh boy, oh, this is so dangerous.
And
I
you
love
get,
it.
Well, I don't think...
And you get a +1 to... What was it? Intimidation.
Ooh.
But -3 to charisma.
Oh, as if my charisma wasn't already low enough. Great, now it's 3. Wonderful. Well, I guess I won't be doing any speech checks anytime soon.
But with that, your turn is over.
Epic.
So, Rosalia, your turn.
So,
You
I guess...
you reach the ULE paradise. No, mist. And you dock.
Yay! I want... Hva skal det hete? I want medical team with supporting protectors going out every engelsk. I want medical teams with support protectors out as soon as possible, and always up checks whenever somebody comes back. I want the same amount of medical and protectors out at the same instant. I don't know how to say it properly.
I know what you mean.
Thank you.
Aye, ma'am. Medical teams and security teams are being deployed.
This was... Whose ship was this? Morphus?
Morphus.
I tried to contact Morphus technology, telepathically.
You can't reach him.
Weird. Sends a mental message to Midnight about not able to contact him mentally, and then I take with me 3 medical and 3 securities to go and look for him within the ship.
So you go to one of the airlocks, I presume.
Yeah.
Even before you reach your airlock, you start smelling blood.
Bad blood or normal blood?
What's the difference?
Yeah, that's
Fresh-
exactly what I was thinking.
fresh blood.
I don't know.
Fresh
Okay.
blood.
Nothing unexpected.
And as
Let's
you
go.
turn the corner to the airlock, you see Barbara.
Bad Barbara?
Evil Midnight.
Yeah.
Standing in the entrance to your airlock,
Oh, cupcake.
holding up the head of one of the medics that you were just about to send over.
Oh no, he chiputo.
And then she puts up one of her claws and does tsit, 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 tsit. No interfering, little pup. And then she takes a bite out of the head.
As you do?
Oh no. Okay.
Let's just say you have no actions left. You only have one attack left.
That's
And I would
exactly what she wants to do, and I know it's super stupid, so I don't want her to do it. Oh, but she is pissed. Rosalia is actually pissed.
I can imagine.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't actually stop her. She's basically doing the howl but tunnel-ish, and she's trying just to actually shoot it so that at least she gets her away or something. Just like blind rage. Just like...
Okay, then.
Sadly. She's not very smart.
Give me a moment. Where do I have you? There, Rosalia. Rosalia, I need you to roll a magic check. And since you are facing off against Barbara, you need a critical success.
Ah. Well,
Or at least a total score of 20.
How much is my magic stuffy?
8.
Okay, cool. Silver, can I borrow some of your luck?
So, okay, here you go.
Okay. I missed one. Oh. So close.
You do hit her, but it doesn't damage her. It doesn't even push her back.
And I was just missing one. I am.
I'm just giving you a piece of advice, Rosalia. Barbara's magical defense is 12.
Ah.
Yours is 4.
And I will.
Basically, you're about to be obliterated.
I will tell you now. Get the hell out of there now.
She basically just ate lavender. I can't just stand there looking at her eating one of my friends.
Yeah, but your turn is over.
I know.
And I will now do my turn, and then we will sadly have to do a little bit of a cliffhanger here.
Oh, come on.
Guys, I have to work tomorrow.
Same here, guys. Sorry.
And
Only 12 p.m.
I hurt my foot today.
Well, you hit your toe?
No, I had a metal strut fall on it.
How big was it?
Pretty big.
And how heavy?
Don't question me.
Hol dir Springerstiefel.
Nee, sowas trage ich nicht.
Ich schon.
Oh? Well, anyhow. Script is proceeding to the bridge, fighting off a few shadow creatures on the way there. Since those only have basically 1 HP, I will not bother to roll for them right now. Because both Midnight and I need to get to bed. And as he reaches the door to the bridge, he sees basically what we would call Gerald standing there. Trying to weld the door open using a gem. And with that, guys, this session is over.
And when will be the next one?
What do you say is this Saturday?
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Around 2 your time, love?
That should be okay. I will have to let my family know, but should be okay.
So 3 our time.
Das ist wann in unserer Zeit? Das ist wann in unserer Zeit?
Nee, das ist 3 Uhr.
Achso.
15 Uhr.
And for us that doesn't understand German, we hope you have a lovely day.
So, tomorrow.
I hope you guys enjoyed the RP.
Indeed, for the first time was amazing.
Yeah, you blew up
I
a
still
capital
don't get
ship.
why Demon Fox gets to be more like Blackjack and I'm just getting a steak and a slab.
And a cupcake, I might add.
I was going to add as Lupina that you get a promotion, but they interrupted me.
Surprise!
Or that.
Would Lupina still promote him?
Likely. Or she'd put him into a medical research center to see how he did that.
As I said, insanity.
Yeah, insanity is crazy.
And it's funny.
Yeah, I know this. Anyhow. Guys, let me know in the chat or comments if you see this later on how you liked this. I personally enjoyed it a lot.
Super fun.
Also, yeah, you have some crazy luck there.
Let's hope it sticks to the next one.
I mean,
I really hope
what
it does.
what are the odds that you just waltz onto an enemy ship and tell them, look, I'm a spy, I have information, and then you even succeed to assassinate their captain?
And blowing the whole thing up.
Exactly.
On my
And
own.
getting off alive.
And
Also,
getting off of it alive. That is insanely crazy.
And meeting one of your heroes.
And getting slapped by her.
Okay, and now for everyone who has been part of this, you can add 4 XP to your character sheets.
So 4 points.
No, not 4 points, 4 XP.
Do I
Wait,
get
have-
an XP?
You have an XP field in your character sheet.
Oh, yeah, there.
And
GI?
yes, you do get XP.
4 XP for all what I've done.
And if you look in your ability thingy, you can purchase levels with XP, and once you have reached levels, you can purchase skills with the XP.
Well, all I wanted for Christmas was the giant banana in space, but here we are.
The giant banana in space?
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
If there-
I know what you mean.
Huh?
I just have to.
Do you know Wubby Dobby? Do you know Wubby Dobby?
Yes.
Yeah,
He
I
made a
want-
video to Christmas of her riding a banana in space.
Okay.
I wanted to say it the whole stream, but I never found a place to say it.
Alright. I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Agreed.
super fun.
We shall
must-
see you all.
I must say though, oh my freaking god. You and your dice rolls. Critical
I've
fail.
almost recorded it.
Critical fail. Landing up with Luna in the bathroom.
I see this as an absolute win.
Yeah, because you got Rainbow Dash's hoof print on your face now.
I'm gonna tattoo that on my face.
Please don't. Not smart. At least not human form.
God damn it.
But yeah. Anyhow, guys, don't forget that we have a Teespring store. Link in the description.
Yeah, I was just looking in it, but I wanted to buy something, but you don't have it in black.
Yeah, some stuff sadly is not available in black. Okay. And now I will deactivate the stream. Keep watching that moon.
Ow.